up on things. Alright, everything's looking good, everything's looking span. Well, not something clean, but you get the idea. Alright. So, back with Risk of Rain 2. I'm relatively gonna do what I did last time I was on. I'm gonna pick a character. Well, I already know what I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick the Huntress. And maybe not the Huntress, but I really feel like going with the Huntress this time. And what I did last time, if you don't understand, there's different tiers of items. Like common, uncommon, epic, legendary, and then lunar and equipment. What I'm gonna do, I'm only gonna pick one item out of the whole tier. Like, say for instance, if I pick this, I will only choose to get this item for this tier. So, that's what I'm gonna be doing. I did this last time with the engineer, with the bustling fungus, the infusion, the antlers, and with the tectonic knurls. Doesn't really matter for lunar because lunar is just like a choice item, but I did go with a few lunar items just like this, which sped up the teleporter charge. And the equipment doesn't matter because it's not an item, it's just equipment. So, whoops, I wanted to go back to the other page. So, I'm gonna do the exact same thing, except this time with the Huntress. So this time, I don't need the bustling fungus, so now I can pick something else. And I don't really need the infusion either. Well, it depends on what I get. Like, if I get Teddy Bear, I'm not really gonna need the infusion. Well, I kinda do, in a sense, but the Teddy Bear would allow me to not take damage, so I wouldn't need the extra health. All I need is a way to actually kill monsters faster, so I can actually not die. So, but what I'm planning on doing right now, or at least the idea that I had for it, is that I'm gonna pick the Huntress this run, and I'm gonna go with the repulsion armor, which reduces the amount of damage I take by 5, and 5 per that I get. So, say for instance I get 100, I take 500 less damage. If I get 200, I take 1,000 less damage. It's quick, easy, and simple. So it's just like, how overpowered can I get if I have a ton of this? Well, I already know that. Like, the highest stack I've gotten is over 200. Having 1,000 less damage is super nice. But I wonder how high I can get it if I was only picking this and only this, because I got it to 200 on that run, over 200, when I was also picking other items of the same tier. Like having 100 of this, 100 of that. Like, I got it that high when I was also picking other items, which made me super overpowered. So for the common, I'm gonna go with the armor plate. Now the next thing is, what do I want to pick for uncommon? Like, I don't need the infusion because this is gonna allow me to take very little damage when I can actually start building up a lot of it. So I don't need the extra health. What I need now is a way to deal damage. Because, like in the engineer, I found out just because I'm picking this and this, I'm getting no items that I'm not getting any items that is helping boosting my damage. The only one item that's actually killing things around me is because I had this. So I need an item here that will actually help me deal damage. I'm kind of planning on going with the ukulele. Sure, like, it kind of sucks that the more I get, it doesn't increase the damage. All it does is increase the amount of enemies that the lightning will chain to, and how far it can go. But from what I've seen the ukulele do before, lightning can chain other lightning. So if I can get a ton of this rather easily, well, I will get a ton of this rather easily, but the highest I've gone to is 15. It's like if I can get like 50 or 100, it may just continuously chain lightning and enemies will just die. Which is one of the reasons why I'm kind of going with the Huntress, because her second attack move is what is it? Katana? No. What's the name? What's the name? I swear I'm blanking on it. Gavel. It's a gavel, basically a giant ninja star that balances between enemies. So that could help get like the chaining going, and then the chaining can spark other chaining, and it'll just be a continuous cycle. So that's one way that I could deal a lot of damage. Most of the damage items are in the uncommon. Well, in the common, not uncommon. So it's just like, that's one way I can deal damage. Another way that I can deal more damage is using the epics. But it's like, it all comes down to what epic do I pick, because epics, they give you a good good boost on the first one. Like if you get an epic, you want, like, you get more powerful by picking other epics rather than building on epics on another epic. So it's just like, what epic do I pick to choose? Like I could pick this. It's just like, all it does is increase, like, it makes my attacks explode, which is good. Or like damage, but it's just like, if I get more of it, all it does is add range. It doesn't add more damage. So it's just like, get one of these, pick something else next. I could do this because the amount, it depends, but the thing is, if I can't kill an enemy, I don't get any daggers to help deal damage, so that's like another thing. Like, it does deal damage the more I get, but it's just like, I need to kill an enemy to get it to drop. But it's just like, if my plan does work with the ukulele, eventually an enemy will die, but it's just like, I can't risk not being powerful enough to not be able to kill a single enemy for me to get any daggers. Frost Relic is flat out useless. You want to, it's just like, you get surrounded by ice, dealing damage every second. Cool. Problem is, you get slowed down. I'm already gotta be slow as hell as it is because I'm not getting any speed items. So I don't need this. And also, its enemies around, like, the radius that deals damage is centered on me, which is one of the reasons why you get slowed down. Like, it's centered on you. So as long as, if you can't get close to enemies, it's not gonna do you any good. Happy Mask is a way that I could deal more damage, but again, it's the same with the daggers. The Celestial Dagger. I need to get a kill for it to be summoned, and it's still a chance, 7% chance, and all it does is increase how long it lasts. This is gotta be useless for me. This is gotta be useless for me. I thought about the unstable Tesla coil. It'll allow me to deal damage to those around me. Like the ukulele, it shoots out chains of lightning, and the more I get of it, it just increases the amount of enemies that it hits. It's a good chance. It'll allow me to deal damage, but it doesn't increase the damage the more I get. All it does is increase the amount of enemies that get hit at that one time. So it's a debate. I don't know what this does. I have no idea. From what I understand, it gives me a random effect, one every time, one per I have. I don't know what it does. Like, let me pull up the wiki for it. Risk of Ring 2. Like, I don't know what this thing does. Like, I've looked on the wiki for it. Where is it? Items. Yeah, like, I don't understand. Okay, so this may actually be the item that I need to pick for my epics. What this thing does, if I'm understanding it correctly, when it rolls an effect, a random effect, I believe it's per hit. Possibly. When it gives me a random... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's per hit. It gives me a random item effect. It has, a chance to do a random item effect. The more I get, the better the chance. So this could be useful for me to actually have more, to get item effects that I not get for the items that I'm not getting. I don't know. Or does it work with certain other item effects? Well, this one's up to debate, kind of like the Tesla coil. Jesus Christ, I've already spent 10 minutes just strategizing. This one, not useful. It's just a hook, pulls in enemies. Alien head, all it does is increase cooldown. This, yeah, decreases equipment cooldown. Don't need that. I'm kind of tempted to go with Dio's best friends because I die, I come back to life. How many times can I get this to keep myself from dying and keep the run going? That's another thing I kind of want to do. This, all it does is help my utility skill for the Huntress. It's a warp. This, I kill a monster, I get its abilities for a certain amount of time. The more I get, the longer it lasts. Not really all too useful because, again, I need to kill something. Doubles healing. The more you get it, the more it heals. Gain a barrier per kill. This is also useful in terms of what I need because it's just like, even with the armor plate, I'm still gotta be taking damage, so I need something that could at least keep me alive. But again, I need to kill something for it to heal. Well, no. Yeah, this is not gonna be useful, seeing how it's not per kill, it's healing. I'm not gonna be healing all too much, so that's not gonna help me. This will allow me to deal damage in a sense, but it's not gonna help me when I build more of it, because all it does is add time to the amount of time that their armor's gotta be broken. And if my ukulele's plan is gonna work, it's gotta be broken within seconds, and it's gotta stay broken. The medicine disc, I may do it, but I need to get kills for it to work. So, it may not be all too useful if I can't get any kills. Kind of like the daggers, I need to kill something for it to be useful. And then there's this, it just puts down healing fruit anytime I activate something. No, on a kill. Which is not going to be all too helpful for me. I don't know what this item is, and I haven't unlocked this one. In terms of legendaries, it's between the Tectonic Knurl. If I get the golden monument thing, I'm gonna get this regardless. It's between the between the legendaries, it's gotta be the Tectonic Knurl because it gives me more HP and more health regeneration. Or this, which heals me. If I get more, it heals me more. Well, it targets multiple characters. Basically, it's lifesteal. So I can use that to be getting kills, and it heals me. And it deals damage, so I'm probably gonna go with this. So that's gonna be like all the items. In terms of equipment, I think I may go with this because it deals damage, and it's actually pretty good because it comes back. Cooldown is decent. Like, I could do this because it shoots out rockets that homes. But it's just like, I need more like targeted damage. And this also may spark my ukulele to activate. In terms of lunar, I may get this, I may not. Lunar items, I don't really like the lunar items. They give you a benefit for for a cost, and most of the time the cost outweighs the benefits. Kinda like, take this brittle crown, you gain gold per hit, but you lose gold when you get hit, which is not all too useful. There's another one that I can show off. This, it turns all your health into a shield, but the thing is, for you to regain that shield, you have to be out of combat, so that doesn't help you, because basically health regen is all the time, and that's not gonna help. Healing, it's just like, cool, your healing is doubled, but the healing is applied over a double amount of time, so it doesn't really matter if you have double the healing. It takes twice as long to fill health, which doesn't help you. What is this one? Yeah, like, doing a shrine, summons an enemy, scales over time. This, it puts down a thing that gives you a power, but it gives it to anything that's in the radius. It's not helpful. I'm pretty sure this one, if I remember right, it's called like glass something. Brittle glass shard, I believe. It basically doubles your damage, but cuts your health in half. So it's not useful. Like, I don't like the lunar items. They give you a benefit for a cost, and most of the time, I believe, in my opinion, the cost outweighs the benefit. So if you're gonna pick a lunar item, pick one that doesn't give you that bad of a cost. Like, there are some that just don't give you any. Well, in a sense, the ones that give you a skill, that change your skill to a different skill, it is technically a cost, but you're not really, but if you're gonna pick that item, you want it for the skill. You don't really care about the skill you're going to lose if you want to get that item, because you want the skill that item gives you. So, in terms of loadout, this is what I'm gonna go with. Triple shot, that gives it a better chance. This, the gavel, good. I don't like the phase blink. Like, sure, I can store up 3, but it only goes forward. This is directional. Anywhere that I'm facing, I go. Between these two, it doesn't really matter. I like this one a little bit, due to the fact that it deals more damage, and I can target the area. Most of the time, like, the arrow rain kind of sucks against enemies that are flying, because guess what? They're not on the ground where the arrows are falling. They're in the sky. This allows me to target. So those are the skills I'm gonna be going with. As for the artifacts, I'm going to need this, because this is what I'm going to need to pick out the items. And I'm gonna go with this, so I have a better chance, longer in the game, longer in the run, further in the run, for me to get more items, to help me survive longer. It just means that at the start, I'm gonna be fairly weak. So it all comes down to how well I can play the game. 20 minutes in, and I'm finally playing the game. That took way too long to do explaining. Your typical stage. Another reason why I picked this, the monster drops, is so I don't really have to go, I don't have to search the whole level for chests, for items. Like, the monsters just drop them. Another reason why I chose the Huntress for this item run, I'm just gonna call it item run, mainly due to the fact that her attacks home, so I don't have to, like, pay attention. The only thing I really have to do is just try to dodge. So yeah, ukulele. Like, the ukulele is what I'm gonna go with for my uncommon. Yeah, that was the chaining. Oh, I just got common items up there. Now I'm gonna get my armor plate. Oh shoot, I completely forgot about what I'm gonna pick from my common item. I mean my epic. Oh well, when we actually get an epic, then I can debate about it. I spent way too long trying to decide all night, just explaining on what I'm doing. We're here for the gameplay and the fun. Get another epic. Hold on, another epic, and I'm coming. Let's ukulele over there. Combat shrine. Get you, so. Another thing that's useful about like the monsters dropping the items is that again I don't have to pay for the chests to get the items, so it allows me to save up my money for like drones, for the robots, and so forth. Maybe I should go for the alien head to decrease my cooldown on stuff. I don't know. Like, it would be kind of nice to have lesser cooldown, which will allow me to do my attacks fast, do my skills faster, which will allow me to basically evade damage, in a sense. But in the end, when I have like a whole bunch of the armor plates, I'm not gonna be taking a whole ton of damage. Like, sure, I'm still gonna be taking like one hit. Like, it does reduce the damage I take, but if I get more than I have HP, then all it does is reduce, well, but if it reduces the amount of damage more than I'm taking hits for, all it does is reduces it down to 1. So I'm still taking damage, but at that point, it's minuscule. And with the legendary that I'm gonna pick, I will heal, and also my health regen will keep me alive long enough. Like, if I take one hit of damage, it's not gonna matter all too much. I'm still gonna be okay. Another thing that's really helping me here is that this skill has a chance of critical striking every 6 at. Well, it does critical strike every 6 at. Well, no. If I get a critical strike, 6 arrows shoot out, so I do more damage. I was about to explain that wrong. Like, I could activate the teleporter because the one thing that's gonna help me the most is more monsters, but that also increases my chances of dying. But I need to fully explore the place and see if I can get any more robots, because the gunner turret, where it is not gonna help me. Also, looking around will help me find a new alternate one exists in this level, which I doubt. The past times I've been playing the first stage, it's not really on the first stage, although it should be. But the developers may have changed that. Lunar coin. These can come in handy. The lunar coins. Good, more ukuleles. I'm really tempted to see, well, not really tempted, I am going to see, but I'm really interested in seeing what happens when I build up like a ton of ukuleles. Well, it's like, sure, it doesn't increase the damage, but it's just like, and the chance of it happening. Ooh, a whole bunch of gunner turrets right there. That would be perfect. Like, the teleporter's right there. If I can lure the boss over there, depending on what the boss is, I can get a whole bunch of damage. Alright, there's nothing over here. Alright, let's activate the turrets, and then activate the teleporter. How much right now? Activate this just for the extra cash. Yeah, look at that, just dying. Feeling quite not common. I'm really interested in seeing how many armor plates I'll get, seeing I'm only picking armor plates. Like, I got up to 100 on the bustling fungus, but I also didn't really live long. Didn't actually fight any powerful monsters. Well, a lot of monsters all at once. Okay. Equipment, I don't really care because I already have one. See? Alright, that's another ukulele. Level 4. I need to get used to going straight for the top. Is that thing still stuck? It is. Alright, to the next stage. You remember what items here's I'm getting. I'm really hoping that I survive long enough to actually be able to see the effects of what I'm doing. Alright, there's a new Tulto over there. I need to activate that. Mainly due to the fact that if I do, I can go do the Void event and then I'll be able to get some items for free. Not exactly for free. Like, I do have to work for them. But in terms of, like, game progression for free. It's like, if you look in the top right, you see that there's a timer and the difficulty is increasing, but if I do the Void event, the timer has got to be stopped and the difficulty will stay the same. So that's what I mean by free. Like, I can get good items without having to work all too hard for it. And it's a good way to get an epic for free. Because getting epics is low rarity chance. So... Another good thing that the saw does is deal poison damage. I need to get more armor plates. I'm taking damage I don't really like taking. Look at that chaining. If I can actually get more chaining off, that'd be good. My aim sucks. Bottom. So, ukulele's top, ukulele's bottom. Okay. Like, I was kind of tempted to go with the soldier syringe so I can build up a ton of attack speed just so I can see what will happen. But again, like, I'll be taking a lot of damage because I don't have anything that helps increase my health. Like, sure, it does increase my attack speed, but it's just like, in the end, if I can't survive taking hits, I'm gonna be dead. I mainly wanted to do it with the ukulele because I can get the chances of it chaining a lot more. But again, like the whole strategy that I'm going to be using with the ukulele is hopefully the ukulele chains itself and it continuously chains. When I get enough. Because I'll be chaining enough enemies from a far enough distance that I can just keep doing it. I may be able to actually cover the whole map if I get to it, get enough. Depends. However, how many I get. Managed to get over 50 uncommon the last time I did the run with the engineer. Well, not ukuleles, but 50 uncommons. I haven't found the teleporter yet either. But I haven't really been looking all too hard. Grab any items that I can. Good, now I have 50 damage reduction. Here. I think I know what this one is then. Seeing how it's the last place I haven't really looked. I could try to push that base onto the button, because I know where the other button is. But the button is uphill. Pushing the base uphill is a giant pain in the ass. And then I may accidentally destroy it while attacking enemies at this teleporter. So I kinda don't want to risk it. One last sweep. I'm not really seeing anything else. Alright, on to the next stage. For the queen bee. Come on, die. There we go. I get my armor plate. Got my ukulele. Look at that, another rare coin. Cat attempted to grab the brittle glass shard, which doubles my damage but cuts my half in health. Seeing how it would help me kill enemies, but they would also make it easy for them to kill me, so I don't really see the benefit of doing so. All too much. I'm just kind of tempted to grab it just so you can see how bad it is.
Once I got like 4 of them and my health was an eighth of what it was.
It was funny to see. It's like, look how tiny my health is! I guess one way that you can counteract it is by grabbing the infusion, but again, it doesn't really help you all too much if you can't really keep your health up. Alright, let's see what you have available. I'm not really interested in grabbing any of the items because I cost items to get them, so I don't really care. What I'm more interested in seeing is what you have in terms of items. In the end, it doesn't really matter seeing I can also pick, so why should I care? What 2 stages are available to me? I picked the snowy one because it has a chance of dropping me the ultra powerful turret, and that's what I want. Because anything that can help me survive, I'm gonna pick. The other one doesn't really give me anything. Alright, so down here I go. Ouch. That hurts a lot. Alright, this should help cancel all my damage. I really need to get a legendary quick. Go, the void. Let's do this and get some free items. Like if you look at the difficulty meter and the timer, it's not moving now. Meaning the difficulty's gotta be set on hard for the rest of for the whole level. Meaning I can very easily get some items if I'm very careful about it. And I should be relatively fine. The void is not going to be able to deal any damage to me, seeing how its percentages of amount of health. Well, it can still get do damage, but it's only going to be 1 per second. So I'm not all too concerned because I have the armor plate. What I really need is an epic item which will increase my damage output. What I really need. Come on, target the poor bastard. One thing that kind of sucks about the Huntress, like there is the benefit that she auto-aims, but the problem is she can't attack unless she has a target to auto-aim at. So it kind of makes it hard for you to pick out who you're trying to aim for. Because it's like if that aiming reticle is not there, she can't hit them. She's not going to attack, so it kind of sucks. Faster attack speed from them. That's good. That's very bad for me. Equipment. I'm very tempted to switch to the rockets while here because I can shoot those off. But I can easily just wait for the enemy to show up. Like, there, like, he's clearly on the screen that I can attack him, but the Huntress doesn't want to attack him because she doesn't have her auto-aim on him. So it gets annoying. Flying fuckers. Good. Sorry, I'm not really talking out too much, but I need to really kind of concentrate while in this point. The imps are annoying. They like to teleport, and they also cause bleeding, so I have to try to avoid taking as much damage as I can. Make sure the armor plates are helping reducing damage, but the amount that I have is not really helping me out too much. Well, I am taking over 100 reduced damage, but their damage also scales, so you have to see how much damage I can reduce in the long run. This is one of the reasons why it's good to hit the void event as soon as possible to keep the difficulty on a low side, So you can do this. And so you can grab items real fast. Well, not exactly real fast, but a little more than what you originally would have had. Oh good, another ukulele. I may just go with the Tesla coil because I need that extra amount of damage that I can deal all around me. Like if I also remember right, it also if I get more, it also increases how far they can reach. I don't know. Certain. It's just what I read up on the wiki when I was like looking at the items. But I also kind of interested in the 57 leaf clover. Where am I supposed to be going? Here, over there. Having an armor plate really makes the void dimension a little easy to deal with. Oh, buffalo. Right. There we go. Got some chaining out there. I'm really hoping that my plan with the chaining on chaining is gonna work out. Because if it doesn't, I'm screwed. This run's gotta be cut short. Maybe I'll go with the explosion because it does increase the range of the explosion. So if I get enough, it may actually help with the chaining. I don't know. So I have to be careful where I aim the chainsaw equipment that I have, because if it hits the ground, it automatically bounces back. Alright, so I've gotten through the common item, waves. Now I'll start getting uncommon. It's good for me. Need to wait for my cooldown. There we go. Getting a bit more chaining, but that's probably because I have the distance to cover it. There we go, another ukulele. Oh, perfect. It's right down there. Another thing that I have to keep an eye out is that when the vent, I think, closes, or when I like fully charge it, all the enemies in the vicinity die, so they have the chance of dropping items. So I have to keep an eye out for that. I'm dead. Oh, I'm not dead yet. I'm almost dead. I'm like, I'm in the void, I'm taking damage. Anything that hits me, it's gonna kill me. I'm surprised I'm alive. hate the fucking buffalo. They do so much damage for what they are. Oh boy, you're not killing me. I really need to get a legendary that can heal. I really need to get that urn. That'll heal me. Well, give me life still. I really need that. That would be so helpful. I can heal up. I need to get a legendary to heal me. As of right now, my damage reduction. Ah, fuck. Alright. Planet killed me? The fuck? I know something shot me. What was it? Why didn't work? Could go in and try it again, but the one way that I can keep my damage up is with this guy. It deals poison over time to their maximum health, so the more health they have, they can. Poison doesn't kill enemies, but I could chain the lightning. Well, initiate the lightning, so. I am tempted to try this again, but as it stands, the Huntress is a kind of a squishy character. Well, all of them are technically squishy at the start of the game, but compared to the other characters, she has less health and less defense. Well, not exactly all too much. Like, I'm pretty sure the Engineer has, like, less health and, well, probably less defense, but probably a little bit more health. This guy is squishy because it's just like in his name. Just like you have to be careful with him. I am kind of tempted to try a different character. Like this guy, he's immune to fall damage, he gains a barrier per hit, but that means I'll have to change the one I'm gonna use, because he's a melee guy, so his attack range is relatively limited. Like the one thing that'll really help him more is attack speed, because as long as he's hitting something, like as long as he's hitting an enemy, he gains a barrier, which can help keep him alive. That means if I go and get infusion from my uncommon, I can increase the amount of barrier that I get, as long as I can manage to hit something, and by increasing my attack speed, I'm going to get that. And then in terms of epic, I would go with the utility, because this is a utility skill, so I can constantly be using this if I wanted, but I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, going with the one item per tier is kind of like, you have to pick carefully. Well, I'm mainly doing it so I can see what happens if I get a whole bunch of one item. And see what crazy epicness I can get. Like, I know what crazy epicness I could get with this and Bustling Fungus and the Antlers. Like, it was just nuts. Anything that got close to me died, and I couldn't die because I had so much health and I healed so much. And yeah, and the only reason why I died in that one run is because my turrets got overswarmed and couldn't heal fast enough and got killed. And in turn, I couldn't heal because I couldn't stand still long enough to heal. Even with the amount of health I get. And I can't deal any damage because the only way I'm dealing damage is by healing. So kinda tempted to go in and try the run again. But seeing how I went just there, well, I stood still for way too long in that one moment trying to grab at the armor plate, which was kind of my downfall. But it's just like, goddamn. One thing that was kind of holding me back was the fact that I couldn't throw up my gavel. The ukulele is nice, but 25%. It only helps when I can get multiple enemies at once, chains. But getting the chain to initiate is kind of difficult. Maybe I should switch the armor plate to the teddy bear. 40. I got it over to 100 before. What the hell are you going on about? Or did I stop at 40 because it's just like at 40 it doesn't really matter if I get any more. It's like the teddy bear, it blocks damage. So like that one chance that I get hit would technically kill me, but it would help me survive longer. Especially if I get it in high-end numbers. It would decrease it to a point where it's just like impossible for me to get hit. Like it's not, well, improbable, not impossible, because it doesn't. For you to get it, from what I understand, from what I like looked on the wiki, because I wanted to understand, I wanted to see how high, how much you would get. It would take like 3 mil, well, not 3 million. Well, if my memory serves me correct, it's 3 million or 3,000 teddy bears to get 100%. So I don't know if I want to switch the armor plate to the teddy bear. It would help me survive longer because the teddy bear does show results almost immediately. You take no damage, but when you have very little of them, I could get one shot very easily if it does do it correctly. Like the only reason why I was surviving so well in the farther stages was because I had the armor plate reducing the damage I was taking. Ukulele was just not helping me there though. Like, chaining was not helping. Maybe I should go with the razor wire instead. Because I get hit, bursts out, it deals damage, it hits up, it can hit more enemies, and it stacks farther. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Like, I'm getting this, so I am taking damage, and this will help me deal back the damage that I take. In terms of the epic items, I may just go with this due to the fact that I need the extra damage that I can deal with the lightning, and because I'm not having the lightning anymore, this would allow me to hit multiple enemies at once. And then I'm still gonna go with this to heal. It's just getting a legendary item kind of sucks at the start of the game because legendary items are so hard to get. You mainly get legendary items from like from boss drops. Technically in the game, like on the wiki, like the white is common, the green is uncommon, the red is legendary, which is a really stupid jumping gap because just like, and the yellow is boss drops, and I was like, that's just stupid. Like, sure, you only get the item, like you only get the yellow from the bosses when you kill them, and it's the chance of them dropping them. Like certain bosses drop certain items, but it's just like, in the end, you should just count those as legendaries because those are almost impossible to get. Like, the one thing you're most likely going to get is the Tectonic Neural because you fight the golem so many times. Well, you have a better chance of the golem dropping. Like I've gotten the Tectonic Neural to drop more than I've gotten anything else to drop out of the boss drops. Like, why am I not firing? Okay, so armor plate. I'm gonna switch my ukulele to the razor wire and let's see how that works. So like the one thing that's gotta be helping me is the damage I'm taking in terms of like the damage I've gotta be shooting back out towards them. In the end, I'm pretty sure I'm still gonna get to the point where I'm not able to deal enough damage and I'm still gonna be swamped. This wire is also on the bottom. Alright, so always aim for the bottom.
If I could get a legendary, which is yellow, but the game counts as a boss drop.
I still don't understand how it goes to, like, the developers counted the white as the common, the green as the uncommon, and the red as legendary. It's just like, why the big jump from uncommon to legendary? You can still get the red items here fairly easily if you know where to get them. You can get them every 4 stages. It's not legendary. And there is a chance of chests actually dropping it, depending on the tier of the chest. In terms of like the mob drops, it just depends on what enemy that you're killing. So it's just like, how is this legendary when you can still have a very consistent drop rate of it? Sure, it's very uncommon for it to drop. Very rare for it to not uncommon for it to drop. But it still drops at a very consistent rate if you follow the rules. So how is this legendary? Which is one of the reasons why I count it as an epic and the yellow as a legendary, because you don't get those drops. You rarely get those drops because they drop from certain bosses. There's a teleporter. It's kind of nice I have a healing drone because I need that. If I had that the last run, I probably would have lived, but no, actually no. In that circumstance, I wouldn't have lived because the drones don't enter the void dimension with you. Only your teammates would. I'm looking around to see if I can find any more drones. Not noticing any though. Like, I would activate the teleporter, but it's barely been 3 minutes. Screw it. If I die, I die. Yeah, like, this golem boss is what you typically face most of the time, which has the better drop of dropping static knurls. Well, it does drop static knurls, but it's just like, you fight this so many often, that the chance of most of the time you're going to get the tectonic knurl than anything else out of a boss drop, because you fight this thing more often than anything else. I think I wasn't making good use of my warping in that one run, but I was also kind of limited down by the amount of space that I had. Look at that, a legendary right there. Again, you have a better chance of getting the tectonic knurl than any other mob drop, than any other boss drop, because guess what? You fight the golem more than anything else. There we go. I have a legendary lifesteal now. You would typically get the Merled Urn, this thing, from fighting, what was it? The teapot with legs, how about that? I don't really remember the real name. I suck at names. But now I can actually have healing that'll help me survive. Kind of tempted to switch back to getting the ukulele, by saying I'm already using the razor wire. Can't do that. So, but we still have yet to see how well the razor wire works in conjunction of building up armor plate. Alright, so it's not there. I know where one is always. It's always up there. I don't think I can get up there though. I just don't have enough jump. Well, maybe. If I play my cards right. Yep, right, up there we go. Perfect. There should be a new to altar all the way up here. Yep, right there. There's always spots where new altars spawn in levels. If you know where they are, you can get to them very easily. Well, depending on what character you are. Like if I was the commander, the engineer, the mercenary can get up here. Anybody that doesn't really have great mobility skills probably wouldn't be able to get up here, but anyone that does would be very easily too. Like, if you have double jump, you could probably get up here easily enough. But it's just like, most of the time, most people just can't get up here because their mobility is not high enough. Oh, I thought that was an enemy. Oh, there's an enemy right there, though. Wondering why I'm not seeing the razor wire do its work. It may just be due to the fact that the enemy is just not close enough. Or it is, and I'm just not seeing it. I don't know. Like it says on hit. Like on hit. The damage I take. But I don't know if it's working or not. Okay, so I need to kind of make things fast because I want to get to the void dimension before it gets turned to hard level again because I'll most likely die again. But it also depends on what enemies spawn in that. Like I was kind of screwed over with the imps and then the buffalo. Like the flying wisps I can relatively deal with, but I'm pretty sure that's the one that killed me, due to the fact that if it's an elite wisp, the amount of damage I deal is quite increased from your typical wisp. And the wisp will like to deal like one-shot damage. Yeah, I think I am dealing constant damage when I take hits. With the razor wire, I'm just not seeing it happen. I took damage there and that, and the thing died, and I didn't do it. So I'd have to say that the razor wire with conjunction of armor plate is somewhat effective because I take less damage and I deal constant damage for it. Even though it's not increased damage, it's just the same amount of enemies and how far it is. Plus the urn that I have is keeping my health up, which is nice. I'm really hoping that the difficulty meter stays on medium when I enter the new world. If it doesn't, I'm kinda screwed. Getting a lot of uncommons. Yep, okay, it's staying on hard. No, staying on medium. Good. Alright. Don't really care what's available. Please. Alright, don't want to take any fall damage. Yeah, as you see, like, my healing drone didn't make it into this dimension, and that's the one thing that I need. There we go. But I do have the urn this time, so I should be able to survive, but I have less armor plate, but it is a difficulty less. I don't really know the differences between like the medium and hard difficulty in terms of like how strong the enemies are, but if I can stay on the medium, then I'm good. If I could have gotten here on easy, but I would have to have gotten here within 5 minutes for that to happen. Alright, your typical lizard. Well, not exactly typical lizard, but the lizards that we typically fight. As long as I keep moving, they won't touch me. Like doing this void event is kind of a gamble because the monsters that you fight are randomized and then they get item boosts and those are also randomized. So at times they get like items that just don't help them at all. Like say they got bustling fungus for an item boost, it's just like cool, they're gonna heal when they stand still. Guess what? Most enemies don't stand still, they're targeting to kill you. Oh yeah, now I can see the razor wire retaliate. Well, like the animation that I saw for it before was that it like the razor wire would shoot out in all directions around you, not just shoot out little razor wire bits. All right, up there. Woohoo! The combination of that works. Yeah, building up razor wire is probably gonna be very cool to see. And then I'm gonna get the Tesla coil, which will help deal damage for things around me. Or maybe not. I'm not gonna be well, I do heal, so now that like shields could actually come in use. Yeah, being able to like chain up on enemies would also probably be the better choice. Oh, fuck you. I hate these things. I hate these flying potted plants. They suck. They killed me on several occasions. I hate them. They have so much health, and if I get hit by them, it's practically almost a one-shot. The amount of damage they deal is just freaking insane. I hate it. Like, they're not hard to dodge. They launch 3 attacks within like 5 seconds, but it's just like if you don't dodge, you are just screwed. I hate them. Like, look at that. It just shoots giant iron balls at you, and if you're not careful enough to keep moving, you just get walloped. I hate these things. Yeah, I need to keep moving. Like, sure, the void is kind of helping with the razor wire because I'm taking damage, it automatically shoots it out. Not bad. No, you do not. Alright, now I have like 50 damage reduction, which is nice, but it's not gonna help me. I need to get a lot of this armor plate for me to actually start seeing benefits. Like, it works nicely in conjunction with the teddy bears because when you do, like, the teddy bears block the chances of you taking damage. So when you do take damage, the armor plate does reduce the amount of damage that you've taken. But it's just like it really more helps you out when you actually have the amount of health that you can actually tank the damage, which I don't have. Well, the only way that I'm gaining more health is by leveling up. Kind of tempted to just like if I'm fighting an enemy that I can't kill, really, I just step out of the protective shield, and anything within the radius of my razor wire just dies. Like, one thing that like helps them but doesn't really help them is this: like, they deal more damage. Cool. If only they can hit me. They lay bombs they have a chance of laying a bomb on me when they hit me. Cool. If they can hit me. Like it doesn't really help them if they can't really do anything with it. Like, it does help them, but not by much. Like, I've yet to we have yet to see one where it doesn't really help. Like the last time, or the last run that I just did with the Huntress, they got Soldier Syringe, which helps them a ton because faster attack speed. I'm screwed, especially seeing how I have imps. The imps themselves are annoying to deal with because they teleport and they get up on your ass. And then we had to be dealing with the wisps with faster attack speed that just home on your ass. Like, it's hard to dodge them because they just home on you. Look at that. Just look at that. It has so much range. Yeah, this thing was probably better to pick than the ukulele. Like, sure, I have to take damage for it to do any good, but it's just like, I'm gonna be taking a lot of damage for what it's worth. Like, the damage may not increase, but if I can increase the amount of enemies that I'm hitting with it, it could come to use. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be farming up on the Tesla coils because I need more of the enemies being attacked with that. While I reduce the amount of damage that I'm taking as much as possible. So I kind of don't need to like worry about enemies when I'm like AFK, like grabbing the item while here, because I'm dealing constant damage to them. Here you. Or razor wire. Or an item drop. Where was it? What was it? That one I just heard. I think it's something like that. Definitely doing better. I believe that's mainly contributing due to the fact that I'm on medium difficulty, not hard. And mainly probably due to the fact that I have an item that heals me now. Like, it was a very good stroke of luck that I managed to get a legendary drop right where I did. Ow, like, you saw that? That hurts. That motherfucker hurts. And also, it didn't really help that now that they have an ice band, so they have three items that help increase the damage that I take. So I'm kind of screwed as of right now. Oh, my urn's not here. I'm not seeing it anywhere. No, actually, I think it's mainly due to the fact that an enemy's not close enough for the urn to activate on him. I think that's mainly the concern. Because, like, the urn has to life steals from enemies, and so far there aren't any enemies near me. I need an enemy that can actually survive long enough to get over here. Like, I know that there's an item drop, like, up here. There it is. I need to heal up, so when I get over to that next, void cell, I'm gonna sit there and heal. Okay, I tempted to look around, but I need to start healing. Like, I am taking more damage than I'm able to regenerate. Legendaries are kind of the same problem as, like, the epics. Like, you don't really get that much more return when you start building on them. You really just want to get variety. So you can get multiple effects at once. Like, the Tectonic Neural will be actually very useful with the armor plate here because my health regen is also increased. Like, I was very tempted to go with the Tectonic Neural because, like, in the end, the health regen is probably gonna keep me alive the most, and also it does increase my health permanently. Not by a lot, but it's like if I build up a lot, then I could technically survive on health regen due to the amount of damage that I'm taking. But with the base, it just helps due to the fact that it's lifesteal, the enemies take damage, and the more I get, the more damage and more lifesteal I get out of it, so. Oh, perfect. The jellyfish. I hate those as well due to the fact that they're so hard to kill before they explode on your ass. Like that. It's so annoying trying to deal with them. need life. Can't heal. I'm probably gonna die again because I can't heal. Like, I was able to do this pretty easily with the engineer because I have 2 turrets that gain the exact same items I do, and that was like the whole premise of the build with the. It needs these things dead. The more cells I activate, it's only gonna get harder and harder. The next cell, they're going to unlock an epic item for themselves, which is not really gonna give them that much of a benefit, unless they get one that explodes. The bazooka. Ow. That hurt. I'm alive. I'm barely alive. I need to sit here as long as possible and heal up, because I don't know where to go next. Screwed if I can't find where to go next. Uh-oh. Make it! I'm definitely gonna make it, okay. I need a heal. I need a heal badly. I need a heal. I need a heal. Holy crap. Again, the stage, doing this event is a gamble. Like, I can get some items without increasing the difficulty of the game all too much. But the enemies also become harder and harder to fight the farther in I get, and I can get an epic out of this as well. I've said that again, but it's just like, I really need to get an epic that help increase my damage output. I'm really kind of concerned about what item they'll get. If it's something that helps increase their damage output, I'm kind of screwed, because the 3 items that they're getting now, the chance of planting bombs, extra damage, high damage when they actually deal damage, I'm kind of screwed. Like, if I take a hit, one hit, and I'm taking a massive amount of damage with all 3 of these items, if I let them hit me. Okay, so they got it, so if they deal a hit, I slow down. Okay, that's not really gonna matter all too much, seeing how if they do land a hit, the Iceman does already slow me down. I need to make better use out of my razor wire, actually. I have so much razor wire, and the amount of distance I can cover with it is insane. So if I get a whole ton of enemies that I can't deal with all in that one point, just step outside of the protective shield and they all die. Okay. Like, sure, I take a bit of damage, but it's like if they all die, that's gonna help me the most. Because the enemies are the one thing that I'm gonna need to pay attention to the most. Because they're the one things that's gotta be okay. But if I feel unsafe, to step out for a bit. I never actually got a piece of equipment, actually. I know the perfect one. Why didn't I not go with this earlier? Like, if I do take damage, I need to be able to heal. A razor wire. Alright, so this next one, they should get an epic. Oh, there's a piece of equipment right over here. I need to get more common items. I need more armor plates. What I gotta do next? Wait, over there. Pretty sure there's a few more item drops. I heard a whole bunch of item drops happening when I stepped out. Okay, so now they get, if they heal over, they get healing. They get a healing skull, which is not going to help them in the slightest, mainly due to the fact they don't heal. So it doesn't matter to me if they have that epic. Because they're not gonna heal, so it's not gonna be able to deal any damage with it. If they had Bustling Fungus and the ability to heal, then I would be concerned, but they don't, so I don't care. Alright, you need to die. Look at that, I'm hearing a whole bunch of item drops, but I can't find them. I'll look around for them after I've completed the event, mainly due to the fact that I don't have time to be waiting. The sooner I finish this, the sooner I can continue on with seeing how far I can take this. Because I want to get out of here, which is the highest likelihood that I could die. Well, I still have a more likelihood to die further in the game, but at that point, I should have more items. And an epic to help me survive. Let's see how far I can get with just 4 types of items. Just 4 specific items, alright. Do I go with Theo's best friend, just in case I die, or do I want something to help me survive? Could get this, which could heal me. But I do have a piece of equipment which does heal me. Or I could get this so I can, as long as I'm getting kills, my equipment can always be available. Or I can pick this so that my cooldowns are less, and I can use my abilities faster so I can survive longer. But the whole premise of this is just like, hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me, and you'll die. Let's build up on Dio's best friend just so I can see how overpowered I can take this. Like, let's just see what happens when I build up a ton of these. Oh no, you killed me! Look at that, I'm back alive, and I still have 3 more of these to spend. Oh, there's a few more item drops. Places. Actually, I know a fast way to find out if there's any item drops. Grab this equipment scanner. Some up there, one over there. Right, that's all of them. I'm like, I'm gonna be scouring around this place forever. Oh, wait a minute, I just remembered there's an equipment drop right down there. The rest of them over here, where I know that I heard item drops happen, but I just couldn't see them. So where are they? Ah, they're hiding behind the rock. No wonder I didn't see them. Give me more armor plates. I need more. All right, let's get on with this. So I have armor. Way to deal damage to damage that I'm taking. Lifesteal, and a teddy bear that brings me back to life when I die. Cool. If I wanted to, I could go do the chest. If I can find it real fast. I have 20 seconds to find it. Up here. I really want to find it before the time runs out. Oh, it's right there. Oh, just barely ran out of time. If you get to that chest within 10 minutes, you can open it up. It unlocks a piece of equipment that you can use. It's really quite powerful, the piece of equipment. I've already opened up the chest before, so I don't really care about it all too much. It's just funny to be able to get there in 10 minutes to open it up. More razor wire. Kind of interesting because, like it said, the radius of it increases by 10 meters every time that you get another one. So I could very easily cover the whole map if I take damage. If I can get enough of it. Depending how big the maps are. Which I don't know, actually. I've never been able to actually be able to test, and I haven't really been interested in testing it either. Just a little interesting little mathematics that you can do. Probably the easiest way to do it is with the bustling fungus, because the more you get, the increased the range of it would do it. Oh, look at that, yeah! I took 1 piece of damage and everything within the general facility took damage. Look at that. I think I've got titled this stream Masochist. Masochist run. It's like, hit me! Hit me! Yeah, that's definitely gotta be the title, Masochist run. Kinda like how my last title was just Stand and Wave. That was basically what I was doing, just standing there and watching everything die. And this is me standing there and just me taking just like arms out wide, hit me, and watch them die. Watch as everything just dies around me as things just try to kill me. Yeah, by setting myself on fire, everything in the general facility just dies and I'm just barely taking any damage for it. So yeah, the armor plate in combination with the razor wire is definitely a fearsome thing. You just need to have a way to actually heal. I wouldn't exactly recommend the urn all too much due to the fact that you need to heal with enemies, but if I can build up more, the range will increase, and the amount of enemies I can do it on will also increase. So, the one clinch pin of this is that I need a heal. Which is one of the reasons why I also grabbed Deal's Best Friend, so it's like if I die, I can continue playing. I just need to collect multiple of them just to... Think of Deal's Best Friend as extra lives. How about that? Which wouldn't really be all too hard again. Like, you get an epic every 4th stage, and if you're lucky, it'll drop. Wow. Need to find the teleport. I haven't found it yet. Hello, fire. I like standing in fire. It's trying to hit me, but I'm standing behind it at all times. That was funny. Where's the teleporter? I haven't found it yet. There it is. Where did I find it? It's nowhere near me. Wait, what was that? Oh, it's a terrain scanner. I'm not really all too concerned about it then. I'm just gonna be like looking for punishment. Yeah, like these enemies barely deal that much damage with my armor plates. The only one thing I need is just life still to keep myself alive. Which wouldn't be all too hard when I'm facing against a boss. And when I have a piece of equipment which heals me. Armor plate. I'm just gonna kill this thing just by just letting it smack the hell out of me. Razor wire, you are dangerous, to say the least. I guess the razor wire wouldn't be effective with the teddy bear due to the fact that you have to take damage for it to work. How far I could take this run. I could definitely take it a little longer so not to actually survive Void Realm, and also I have Deal's Best Friend to keep me alive longer. Well, if I die, don't die. Essentially, but... I don't know how far I can take this one compared to the other one. Charms of the mountain, if you please. Mind if I do? Doing challenges of the mountain is like also a good way of getting the legendary drops to happen more, as long as you collect a lot of them. I'm just gonna stand here and let them wall up on me and watch them just take damage for it. Again, Masochist run here, boys. It kind of makes sense seeing how the Huntress is also a female, so it's very funny. Well, not exactly all too funny, seeing how it's just like you're hitting on a girl, but your typical Masochist is, well, no, never mind. Masochist can also be boy or girl, so. But I believe there's like typically a female that's a masochist. Well, stereotypical masochist. How about that? Not your typical. Like I do know of some like characters that are male that are masochists, which is very hilarious, but in its own right, for what they are. Kind of tempted to see what other characters would work out well with. Well, it would work with typically any character. I wonder how well it would work with like say the engineer. So you know he has turrets and the turrets do get attacked. More levels, I need to find more enemies to fight to open up that chest, which gives me a guaranteed epic. No, I need to save up money. I don't need it. I shouldn't be doing this. Picking up any items that I get. You find like a combat shrine. There's a teleporter. Good. If there's any more challenges of the mountain. Incinerated drum, that could be useful. But I actually get money to buy it. The damage I take and the amount of damage I can spit out is nuts. I'm like a porcupine. Hey, that's another title for the stream. I'm a porcupine. It may you deal with my quills. Typically, this is another little spot that you can't really get to unless you have good mobility, but seeing how I just walked on the wall, I guess not really all too bad. I'm not getting a lot of enemies either. One equipment, huh? If I can get a piece of equipment to give you, yes, I will. Oh, there, I'm like, what am I picking again? I don't want to give you my fruit. I want to give you the home rockets. The equipment drones are nice because anytime that they can use an equipment, they would use it automatically. So you want to give the equipment drone something that they can make good use out of. Like the homing rockets. Whoops, I just accidentally used it. That's it. That's if I can get one to drop. Just hit me if you will. I don't care. I'm kind of tempted to hit the teleporter after I get the epic, but the drones would be very welcome to have. I just need the money to get it. To get them. Huh. Taking fall damage is a good way to actually initiate the... Oops, I accidentally used it again. I keep on like, hey, let's hit Q to use my work. No, it's shift. I don't even remember my keybinds. I just find it very funny how I just sit there and let them smack at me. And they die for it. Let's just sit here and let my things just do all the work for me. You know, I can basically cover the whole stage. And the amount of damage I take is rather small from these guys, compared to the guys at the void that almost one-shot me. Alright, let's get that epic. And then run around and grab all the rest of the rooms and then get out of here. Friends. If you don't know who Dio is, it's a JoJo reference, I believe. Razor wire. Alright. Now for drones. Now, I remember where you are. There's a healing one up here. To grab healing drones whenever I can due to the fact that I need help. It's like, hit me if you will, but I still have HP that I have to maintain. Why should I care in the slightest if I get hurt? I have 2 extra lives. Fire! I like standing in fire! That one meme. Why the hell would you just stand in fire? Well, it's not exactly a meme, but if you get the reference of like standing in fire to increase your fire resistance, then you would get it. Like you died by standing in fire. I was increasing my fire resistance! I got all, well, not exactly all of them, but most of the drones that I really care about. One thing I'm gonna really care about is if I missed any items, due to the fact that enemies can just die wherever due to my razor wire. Due to the fact that I have the amount of distance I can cover too. The razor wire. Alright, I believe that's all. Enemies, no matter where you are, you shall be hit by my razor wire. Alright. Teleporter. It's always good to activate the combat shrines whenever you can, due to the fact that you also double the amount of items that you can get. Holy crap! I really need to pay attention to my HP. To the fact that these guys are hurting, but they're also taking damage for it. Look at that. I just healed up. And I'm dead. Sadly, the razor wire is not increasing in damage the more I do this, but all it does is increasing in range and the amount of targets it can hit. So let's see how far I can take this to the point where it's just like I can't deal any damage anymore. Really just need a lot more enemies to actually get a lot more items just so I can survive. And more of the urns so I can deal lifesteal with. Like, in the end, I'm pretty sure, like, after I get 100 razorware, it's not gonna really matter if I get any more. I've yet to discover if there's any actual item limit. Like, I don't believe there is. Whoa! I got sent flying with that. Alright, that was just... amount of damage it deals. Hit me, I dare you! Ouch, that hurt. I'm really kind of like on a debate, like when should I use my equipment to heal? Due to the fact that I don't want to like waste it. Like I need it for when I actually do need a heal. But it's just like, further and further I get, the more the enemies are gonna be able to like one-shot me if I'm not careful. Like take these things for example, they just do half my health with one hit. Again, I hate these things. They suck so much. Need more damage reduction. Well, that's a first scene that compartment open. Whee! Cool. Moving on. So I saw a challenge at the mountain. Where was it? There it is. Initiate this so I can get more items out. And also get a better chance of getting into the legendary. Look at that! Just like that bit of damage I took this there covered like almost the whole map. It's insane the amount of range my razor wire has now. Kinda like how insane it was for my bustling fungus. Like the more and more I get, the farther and farther it gets. Get a new altar, I'm gonna need that. Because by activating the teleporter activates the boss stage. Well, not exactly activates the boss stage, but allows me to go to the boss stage. And there's no way to continue on playing, which I just want to do. I want to play until I die. But for me to activate to do the challenge of the mountain, I have to activate the teleporter. Kind of a bad idea because these guys are also kind of like one-shot guys. My damage is puny. I'm like an ant. I'm like a mosquito. An annoying fly to these guys right now. They can't kill me, but I'm constantly dealing damage to them. The damage I deal is puny compared to these guys, but it's just like I'm always constantly dealing it. Finally, one's dead. Guys, I made myself like that. Don't mind me, I'm just grabbing more armor. Don't mind me. Ooh. And all the way, oh my god. There we go, back up here. Well, I guess it really doesn't matter where I'm fighting. Just waiting for the point where I just can't deal any damage. Well, I've already reached that point, actually, seeing how I'm on the third hardest stage. Well, not exactly the stage, but difficulty. You don't understand what that is. It's like I'm on difficulty. I see you. Next one is I'm coming for you. The last one is ha 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 for infinity. Hurt me, you all take damage. This kind of stupid activate. Aw, fuck you guys. I hate these things. This elite guy is just sucking up. Don't mind me, just grabbing my armor. Ow. See, like, those 2 hits just fucking swamped me with damage. I hate these things. Even with the amount of armor protection I have. I just hate these things. Always hate them, always will. Especially the elite ones that just take forever to kill. I also thought about just like getting a whole bunch of guillotines, but at one point it wouldn't really matter. Where's the teleporter? I swear I saw it. There it is. I just want to move on with stages. Like, I've had my enjoyment here. Oh, these guys. Again. Better not die again. Hey, I'm on fire, dealing constant damage. Everyone join the fun! Hit me! Ouch. Things are just constantly dying. Everything's just constantly taking damage, including me. As long as I'm taking damage, so are they. Yeah, this is just not working. There's just no way for me to deal with this amount of shit happening on the screen. Surprised I haven't died yet. Well, now I can use my healing equipment if I need to. Oh, look at that. I'm still alive. All that's left is these 3. And I'll buy you back. Oh, look at that. No, they're not stuck anymore. Fantastic. One left. Ouch. Yay! So everything can stop pestering me. There's still things alive. Even after all the fucking bosses. Just let me grab my items in peace. Didn't get any legendaries out of that. I don't want to activate the teleporter. If I do, I'm screwed. I am in no way, shape, or form ready to fight the final boss, and I don't want to either. The damage I deal is puny. Look at that, I'm healing. Any other items that I missed? Don't think so. Oh, right there. Alright, done with here. Let's get on with the next little stage. Almost at 50 armor plate. Cool, enemies are invisible. I don't care. In the end, I'm not gonna matter all too much when I constantly take damage. Ow! That hurt! No, I've lost my extra 2 lives. I'm screwed. How the hell am I supposed to do with this? I barely do any damage. This is what I get for activating 2 combat shrines at once. Just instant death. And I'm on ha 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 ha. Good boot. At stage 6 at least. I'm not dying again as of yet. It was definitely stupid of me just to stand. No. Damn it. I swear I took in a lot more damage than that, but oh well. Well. I'm just gonna end it here. That was a little fun, but holy crap, that picking one item if they do not really work in combo with each other doesn't really work. The only reason why I was able to do so well with the engineer is because I had so much healing in this to deal damage. Plus the amount of health that I was getting. The amount of HP I was increasing every single while. You just need items to help deal damage. If you can't do that, you're just screwed. Like this in combination with this does work, but it's just like this does not increase in damage the more you get it, so eventually you just gotta reach a point where you just can't deal damage, even if you are taking a lot of damage. With this, just can't keep off of you because you just can't get enough of it because you can't kill any enemies. And in the end, you're just screwed. Probably should have chose this. I probably would have survived longer than with Deal's best friend, but I wanted to see how far I could take it. Well, that's gonna be all for this stream. I will be back later with Stone Block. That may be the final stream of Stone Block, depending on how much stuff I get done. So keep an eye out for that. So until